Yo, what's going on, fellas? How are you doing on a Tuesday morning here of Winning Bets? Hanging out with you guys. We can talk some sports betting, and have a lot of fun along the way. Hopefully you guys are having a nice little morning to your day. Let's make sure we always do everything we do at the beginning of every show, which is recap that previous day. And then I think we're going to have a little bit of fun on today's show, so let's just dive on into the menu, of course, after we do that recap. Let's go ahead and throw that up on there. We're starting for the loss, and our only soccer play yesterday, Fenerbahce on the double chance. They got the job done. A little bit of a scare there when they picked up a red card in that second half, but they followed up a red card with a goal of their own, and they were able to hold on to that 1-0 advantage and secure the double chance. Real Madrid did not get the job done. They suffered their first loss of the La Liga campaign. Came yesterday, their first loss. What a cracking game, though. A 3-2 game against Vallecano. Just a really nice back-and-forth game. They jumped out to a little bit of a lead. Real Madrid did get their own lead back. I was going to say just before halftime, but then actually they lost it. So it was 2-1, then 2-2, and then Vallecano got the lead there to secure their own win there at 3-2. So, Real Madrid, hate that they went ahead and suffered their first loss and we were backing them, but that's going to happen from time to time. How about that Magic, though, in that first quarter money line? Did you guys follow whether it was the game or you looked at the box score? Rockets made 10 buckets in the first quarter. Not bad, right? How about 9 of the 10 buckets they made were three-pointers? Unreal. At what point are the Magic going to call timeout and defend the arc? They done made 9 of these suckers in the first quarter, 9 of the 10 shots. Make it 10 because they decided, hey, you know what? I think the best way to defend a three-pointer is to foul. Yeah, we'll put him on the line and let him make 3 free throws. So he basically made 10 three-pointers in the first quarter. Magic did their job offensively. Hell, they scored 30 points. It just, for whatever reason, had no desire to defend anybody from the three-point arc. So they lose that first quarter, 30-33. So heartbreaking stuff right there. Then we did come back, though, and our only Monday Night Football play, Justin Tucker over 1.5 field goals. That one feels really good because it feels like the research paid off about how the Saints have a good third down defense, how the Saints have a good red zone defense, because while the Ravens got 2 touchdowns in the first half, they were not in the red zone either one of those opportunities. It was in that third quarter when they got in the red zone, the Saints' red zone defense showed up, held them to field goals, and Justin Tucker went bang, bang to open the third quarter, and that's how you get a cash right there. So obviously we're down on the day when you only win 1 out of your 3 bets and you lose a 2-unit bet, but it's earlier on in the week and we'll fully expect to go ahead and claw ourselves in the way back, and we need to because, quite frankly, nobody won the Powerball last night. That's right, $1.9 billion drawing last night, and nobody is the winner. I want to have some fun, poke a little fun at the people that believe the NFL is rigged, because we see it on these comment sections on these videos. You guys see it on Twitter all the time when guys lose their bets. Oh, the NFL is rigged. There's no way that happens. There's definitely rigged. So allow me, if you're one of those people that believes the NFL is rigged, let me show you the Powerball. You may not be aware, but the Powerball did not hold the drawing last night. They had an issue with one of the states. It was some security kind of related problem. So they held the drawing this morning. They had to delay it all the way until this morning is when they held the Powerball drawing for that $1.9 billion. So let's poke a little fun at those people that believe the NFL is rigged. How are we going to do that? Well, there's a 58-minute clip of the drawing being held live. So let's go check out that video right now. Let's go check out that video right now, fellas. Let's do that. Let's see what we got here.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Greetings, America. I'm Michelle Lyles. We've got a record-breaking Powerball jackpot for you in an estimated amount of $2.04 billion. Get your tickets out. Let's play. We'll start things off tonight with the...
We'll start things off tonight? I thought we were holding the drawing this morning. Interesting. We'll start things off tonight.
Number 56. Right after that, America, we have 41. Let's congratulate Lisa Hayes of Illinois, who won $2 million. Now your next number up tonight is...
The next number up tonight? Tonight? I thought we held the drawing this morning because there was a security problem with one of the 45 states. That's the second time she said tonight. Interesting.
33, and that's followed by the number 47, and we'll round it out tonight for you with the number 10. Now for your winning Powerball number, good luck, everyone. It is 10, and your Power Play multiplier is 2. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here Wednesday night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. What the hell are you wishing me good night for? It's in the morning. Who the hell's wishing me good night in the morning? Why aren't you wishing me a good day or a good morning? What? Good night? 2 times. Tonight, and good night? I don't know about you, but if it's early in the morning, I've never said night or good night to anybody. I don't know, Powerball. What are you cooking up over there? You're not trying to give away $1.9 billion. You're just hoarding all of America's cash and investing it and stuffing your own pockets? What's going on over there, Powerball? No, I'm not falling for that trap. That being said, I'm going to leave here and go get me a Powerball ticket for Wednesday night. You better believe it, because now it's up to $2.3 billion. So, what are they doing over there, fellas? Good morning, fellas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Wanted to poke a little fun at those people. And also, I found that video just extremely, quite entertaining. So, let's jump on into the comment section. We got Fish. He's liking Brazil's roster for the World Cup. I am as well. It was to be expected, obviously, a strong lineup. Brazil's got a lot of ballers. But, yeah, that'll be one of the rosters we break down today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Cannot wait to get in there with Matt and talk rosters. We're going to be talking all 32 teams. Some of the teams, to be fair, we don't know a damn player on those teams, right? But Brazil, we certainly know all those players. We look forward to breaking it down. Good morning, DeGent. Good morning, Brian. Yes, sir. Tucker's money. That's why I loved it. Yeah, you had the great Saints defense. You have this guy that can bang them from anywhere on the field. I thought that was a really good sound bet. So good to see us be rewarded by putting in the good work. Good morning there, Ross. Like to see you tail on that. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Sean. It's right. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to sign off on today's show and wish you guys good night. I can guarantee you that ain't going to happen. Shady as the NFL. Good stuff right there, Jay. All right, let's go ahead now. And where are we at now? Let's go ahead, guys. Man, yesterday was obviously not a good day for me from a betting perspective. We all know that. But then you get this news. Oh, boy, fellas. Fellas, this sounds like Tommy John surgery. Yeah, this sounds like Tommy John surgery. I don't know how football players get knocked out for the length of a baseball player, but that sounds like season's over. And if that season's over for Josh Allen, that season's over for the Buffalo Bills. Case Keenum, he's dog shit. He's not going to be able to do anything with that offense. So, rough day yesterday from your boy. Obviously not being able to turn a profit and then getting this news with Josh Allen. So, I'm fingers crossed, toes crossed. Everything up under here is crossed right now. Trying to hope like hell Josh Allen just has a sore elbow, a little boo-boo on his elbow, and he'll bounce back and be fine. So we'll see how that one plays out. Hey, let's go ahead and talk Thad. Thad's still out there in that NFL Eliminator contest. Look at him picking up a win last week with those Eagles on Thursday Night Football. So Thad, continue doing good. We continue to enjoy watching your journey each and every single week, Thad. You guys know there was over 500,000 people, about 500,000 people that entered the ESPN Eliminator contest. They're down to 4,167 people of that 500,000. And Thad is obviously one of those guys. So just hell of a stuff, Thad. Good luck as you march on into NFL Week 10. And I know everybody here on Winning Bets is looking forward to seeing you continue that and looking forward to seeing who you pick this week. Let's move over to the Pigskin Pick'em contest. We're, of course, giving away $25. And we got Sean making his first appearance on the top of that leaderboard. Sean, my man, Sean, a firefighter. Sean, not only thank you for your service, but you're going to go home and take home $25 for an outstanding NFL Week 9 that you were able to put together. Hopefully, in winning my $25, you were also able to put together a nice little, betting NFL Sunday on yourself, and you were able to maybe turn yourself a profit. So congratulations, Sean. Hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you drop me your PayPal information, and I'll go ahead and send you that $25. Everybody else, hey, NFL Week 10, we all start off with 0 points. Perhaps this is your week to take home my $25. Weird little day in sports today, fellas. No NBA. I looked at every hockey game today, and there are a lot of matchups against teams that, score a lot of goals. They average 6.8 goals. They average 7. They average 6.6. But Sportsbooks has every over-under either 6 or 6.5. Sportsbooks rarely give out any hidden gems, and I was hoping maybe we would find a 5.5 that matched up with a lot of these games that are projected to go over, at least from a stats perspective. We didn't get any 5.5 over-unders. We got 6.5, so you add that with the fact that I generally obviously don't know anything about hockey. I'm not going to bet any hockey was really hoping we saw a 5.5 out there, and then I would have felt comfortable, pulling the trigger on that. But that's not going to go ahead and be the case. So before we do go ahead and talk some soccer, let's jump back to these comment section. I'm seeing them just rolling on by. I'm loving the energy today. Yeah, I will comment on that, Justin, here in just a second. I got to expand on that for just a second, but yeah, I mean, here's the frustrating part. They gave away a penalty. It was 2-2. They gave away a penalty, certainly a handball off of Kravala. Then Courtois makes the save, but they say Courtois came off his line early, so they let the guy retake the penalty kick, and then he makes the second penalty kick. If that's 2-2 in the dying moments, and Ancelotti's throwing on all his late subs, and he certainly threw on a lot of late subs, you like Madrid's chances of maybe getting a goal and walking away 3-2 victory. But really hard stuff. I've seen the play. I mean, most keepers come off their line, so to call Courtois like that in that spot, that he came off his line early, that smelled like some home cooking right there. So really tough stuff right there, Justin. Tough. Oh, that's pain, Sean. Oh, you're just sticking it right, the dagger right at me. At this point, let's go Jets. I know they obviously knocked out my quarterback, but you know me, I want no sight of seeing New England at the top of those standings. But love that comment, Sean. What's up, Dad? What's up, Steven? You believe Josh will be fine. I don't know where your intel is, but I love your optimism. Oh, you have Josh as an MVP as a bet. Okay, that's where your optimism comes from. So you can cash a bet. God, certainly looks like now it's going to be Jalen Hurts if Josh Allen is sidelined. Looks like it's certainly Jalen Hurts to get that. You never win, Sean. Well, week NFL 9, you put together a hell of an entry. So Napoli full-time over 2.5. We're going to talk about that. You had Real dub and over 2.5. Yeah, that penalty really hurts me. Yeah, I figured you meant team total, actually, not full-time. That was my mistake. All right, here's what I do want to talk about here in that soccer stuff. And I'm contemplating, you've got games today, and we got EFL Cup. You get some big boys. You get Leicester. Burnley's not quite a Premier League club, but they're generally a sound club. But you get Leicester, Burnley, and Brentford all against teams playing in League 2. So you get a significant advantage. Even with Burnley in the Championship, they're going to go up against a team today in League 2. So you would think you would easily want to back Leicester. You'd want to back a Burnley. You'd want to back a Brentford against these lower clubs too. I'm wondering if yesterday's result for Real Madrid, just wondering out loud here, is this players 7 days away from either A, linking up and going to the World Cup, and maybe they've turned off on the club because the World Cup is obviously a massive event to these players, and it's right around the corner. It literally starts next week in terms of they've got to report to Qatar by no later than November 13th is when all the nationalities have to link up at Qatar. So do they have that on their mindset? And also, if the players aren't good enough to be involved in the World Cup, are they just ready to have a month off and they've kind of checked out because now they're going to go spend a month with their vacation? I don't know. That's enough hesitation with that result yesterday. I mean, first league loss of the entire season, had beaten them 20 of the last 22 head-to-heads, and they dropped that one yesterday. Enough goofiness yesterday just kind of put me off, but you do get Bayern involved in the Bundesliga. Dortmund's involved today. Napoli, as D-Gent said, is taking on Empoli, and Empoli is certainly a team that Napoli should cruise over. Hell, Barcelona's in action today. So I'm contemplating weighing, do I give you guys a play today, or do I wait and get lineup confirmation? And that's the way I lean right now, is really waiting on lineup confirmation. I think we would all appreciate giving out winning bets and not just giving out a bet for the sake of giving out a bet. I really want to see lineup confirmation, definitely in Leicester, Burnley, and Brentford, right? Because you see it in the FA Cup. They'll take the FA Cup serious. This little Mickey Mouse EFL Cup, you can get a heavy squad rotation. So I want to see what Burnley does and Leicester does and Brentford does. If they take on these lower level clubs, they don't obviously need to field a strong lineup going up against a League 2 club. They can certainly do rotation. With that, with the Real Madrid, the World Cup coming up, I got to wait on lineup. So I do not have a play for you guys. That being said, I said on this show every single day, we will at least give out one bet. All right, let's go ahead and give out one bet. Let's turn our attention to this World Cup, as I've been digging into it obviously heavily. As you guys know, we'll do the first of 2 preview shows today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live on SoBet. I'm going to go ahead and do the opening game there of Qatar versus Ecuador under 2.5 goals at -155 on Caesars. We'll certainly talk about this, on the preview shows, and then you guys remember each and every single week of the World Cup will be doing 3 match day previews each and every single week. I'm telling you right now, under 2.5 is generally going to be a theme, I believe, in this World Cup, and certainly in this opening game. I am also going to sprinkle a little bit, and I'm waiting on the line, I don't see it yet, on Qatar to be awarded a penalty. This is a country that has got a lot of dirty money, and you want to talk about rigged stuff? Well, FIFA's about as corrupt as it gets. Dirty money bought this World Cup, and you trying to tell me some Qatar official's not going to walk over to that referee and slip him $100,000 and say, hey, if we're in a tight game, we could probably use a penalty at some point, probably help our causes out. Why don't you make that happen, my man? Remember, this is also a sport where in the last African Cup of Nations, they blew the full-time whistle at 85 minutes. You guys remember that? You guys remember the two clubs? Yes, not clubs, the two nations, they were going crazy on the sidelines. They were going like this, being like, dude, it's only the 85th minute. And the referee was like, nah, this game's over. The players went back to the dressing room, and after like 10 minutes, they clearly knew they were operating dirty. They called the players back out on the pitch, and they finished the last 5 minutes plus injury time. Soccer, you want to talk about corrupt sports and rigged sports? Okay, I'll entertain a conversation on soccer. So don't be surprised if we do a little sprinkle on Qatar to be awarded a penalty kick in this first match. Obviously, the host nation always gets to kick off the World Cup, and they're doing so against Ecuador. So, all right, but I do feel confident putting in a bet today of under 2.5 goals in Qatar versus Ecuador. And again, we'll do so at -155 over at Caesars. Otherwise, guys, again, I am waiting on lineups. Let me pull up my phone just so I can get a memory of when the lineup should drop. All the EFL Cup games are at 1:45. So 12:45, it'll take 15 minutes to, just go through the 3 games I'm interested in. So I would say, what does that put us at? 1 p.m. Central Time? 1 p.m. Central Time. A play will be dropping. We're not betting nothing today. But again, I just want lineup confirmation because it matters. Is it going to be an overs game? Is it going to be an unders game? Do we think we can keep a clean sheet? Lineups are certainly going to matter. Can we win by a margin, etc.? So those games, again, 1 p.m. Central Time. The Bayern game, pretty much lineup is at the same time. Game starts at 1:30, so the lineups come out at 12:30. So look again around 1 p.m. Central Time. And then Napoli and Dortmund are the 2 early games. They go off at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Lineups will drop at 10:30, so kind of look around quarter till 11 a.m. Central, maybe for a bet for Napoli and Dortmund. And then the Barcelona game was at 2:30, so that's kind of the same thing as all those EFL Cup games. And then the other team we're interested in betting today is Porto. They've got the Portuguese league. They're doing their equivalent of the FA Cup, and Porto's taking on somebody that's not even in the Portuguese Premier League. It's in some lower league in Portugal, and Porto should obviously demolish them. So again, we need to see lineups, right? You got lineup checks, and then we also got this World Cup thing coming up in 7 days, which I don't know, that result yesterday, Real Madrid, makes me think these players are looking ahead to that World Cup, whether it's from a participation standpoint or, again, a month-long vacation to go with their family and friends. So we'll just roll with the under there in Qatar versus Ecuador in terms of giving you guys a bet. I think you guys understand that don't want to force it, want to give you guys, obviously, a winning bet and just want some confirmation, so lineup confirmation. What league is that bet? Oh, that's the World Cup, man. Sean, that's the World Cup. That is the World Cup. Qatar versus Ecuador is the World Cup. Oh, there you go. Thank you for getting that. Yeah, it is the World Cup. Yeah. Okay, cool. Otherwise, guys, obviously, no NBA. Man, I even tried to get the hockey squirrel on here because I needed, I was going to try and give you guys some bets, and he expressed interest, and then I never got an IM from him before showtime. So I guess I don't have a bet to share courtesy of the hockey squirrel. So that's how we roll. So, all right, fellas, next time I'll see you guys. If you're interested, again, it's the day 1 here of doing the preview there with Matt and I. We'll do it on the SoBet platform. If you need any of that information to get on that platform, you can find it in this video description. But live at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll preview each and every single group. All 32 teams, go through their squads and let you know who are the 2 teams that will be advancing from each group into the knockout stages into the World Cup. Otherwise, guys, make sure you got your Twitter notifications on as these lineups drop. We'll go ahead and roll out some bets. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hopefully we had a little bit of fun there with the Powerball, and you guys enjoyed the laugh there this morning. Let's have some fun. Let's cash some bets a little bit later on today. Well, guys, we'll see you guys back here on Wednesday. Have a good one.